Welcome back to the Dax and Randy Show, the number one show for going through the ups and downs of life. Stay tuned. You're coming up next. What's up? What's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Dax and Randy Show. I'm your host, Dax. As always, I'm excited to have you guys back with us for another episode of our podcast. This episode 52. And we got a whole lot to talk about today. But before I jump into it, I got to introduce my co-host. Today is a special day for every day with us, a special day. But today is really a special day. You know what I'm saying? What's up, man? Introduce.
Hi, everyone. I am Randy, the co host of the Dex and Randy Show.
So why is today special, man? What's up?
Because we are recording episode 52 on my birthday.
Yes, happy birthday, man.
Thank you.
I ain't about to sing right now, dude. I ain't gonna do you like that. But it's Randy's birthday. We excited. It's a day to just be thankful for her life and everything that she brings, not only to this podcast, you know what I'm saying, but to my life, to our kids' life, and everything like that. So happy birthday.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? We're gonna talk a little bit about that in a minute. But if you're just listening, yo, like always, we gotta shout out our sponsors, Based in Accounting LLC. All right. So the sponsor of all of the episodes of the Dax and Randy Show is Based in Accounting LLC. If you want to get your accounting done, you got a business, you need to make sure that your books are straight. You need to make sure that your financials are right. You need to make sure you know where your money's going, where it should be going, where it has been going. Where do we need to make changes? Thinking about the future, financial advice, financial literacy, taxes, tax considerations. So many things you got with Base and Accounting, specifically in the advisory service. If you have a business, you want to take your business to the next level today, not yesterday, today, you need to reach out to basedaccounting.com right away. You can find them on Instagram at Based and Accounting. They are the proud sponsors of the Dax and Randy Show. Reach out to Based and Accounting for all your business needs. You will be in good hands. All right. So it's my wife's birthday. It's a little hot in here, but we can make it work.
We're going to be
We
all
can
right.
make it work. But it's my wife's birthday, and we just had an amazing time spending time together. You know what I'm saying? And another thing we did, like we always do, is we find a way to make a lot out of a little. You know what I'm saying? But I think with the staycation we had, we just had a time that I know I'll always remember, and it was nice to get quiet, no kids, no responsibilities. It takes a while to realize that you're actually in that quiet space, just us two. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Why does it take so long to decompress?
Because it would be so compressed, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But it was I know I enjoyed your birthday.
I
But
did too.
you're the birthday girl, so
Yeah.
tell everybody how it went. You know what I mean?
So last night we had a staycation. We went to Washington, D.C., downtown, and we had this amazing meal at this restaurant. Um, it was probably one of the best meals I've ever had. So we had steak, mussels, scallops, crab cakes, mashed potatoes, asparagus, and macaroni and cheese. And for dessert, we had cheesecake. And for the dessert after that, we had coffee.
And we had drinks.
And we
you know
had
what I'm
drinks
saying?
too. We had drinks before, and the bread is amazing. And it was just the customer service, the service, the food is just 10 out of 10.
Definitely a 10 out of
The
10.
atmosphere, it was romantic. Like, it was perfect.
Yeah, it's the way they have it set up is like you do feel special when you go in there. Like the lighting, the seating, the way that they bring the food to you, the way that they talk to you about the food, the drinks. Obviously, it's not the cheapest place. You know what I'm saying?
No, not at all.
But it's one of them things where it's not cheap at all. But you look at the bill and the experience you just had, like it was worth it. Like it ain't nothing where it's like, oh, I could have been somewhere else and paid 30 for a steak. Like I don't want to do that. I want to stay where I went last night. That might be the best meal we ever had together. You know what I mean? And
we've had some good meals.
Oh yeah, we be eating good, but last night was special.
It was,
but it's a special night. You know what I mean, for a special woman on her special day.
Thank you.
And I got to spend it with you. You know what I'm saying? And then the other thing I say about dinner was the way that like everything kind of like just connected together and like the way they presented the food, like they came out, cleaned the table off, and they like spread every dish like right in front of us. Like the way they
It's a
plated
show. Yeah,
everything,
yeah,
it
yeah.
was like a show. But so
Yeah.
you're just kind of taken back, and it's like wow after wow after wow after
Mhm.
wow. Some places they come and they just drop your food right on the table. They actually want some salt or something, and then they go. But this is like the individual serving
Mhm.
dishes. You know what I'm saying? Then they tell you exactly what's in each. Like this is the this, this is the that, this is the scallops. Da
Mhm.
da da. It just was like it was like that.
Yeah.
It was like
It was
that.
so good.
It
And
was
we
so good, and the
one
drinks were
thing,
good too.
yeah, and yeah, the drinks were good. And one thing that we do, we split everything.
I know.
Yeah,
I
we
don't know when we started doing that.
I don't know, but it works out.
Yeah, but
And we
remember
still had
when
leftovers.
we first started dating and all that, they weren't no splitting the food or nothing like that. You used
Mm-mm.
to get your in meal, I get my in meal, but now I think our best experiences is us ordering things we want to try and then we
And we
split
split
it.
the whole thing.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
I think it's nice, and plus it helps us with calories.
True, true. But you notice we kind of do everything together for real though. Like for real, like there's no separation now really. We kind of
Yeah.
do everything together. We got coffee, we're like, oh, try this one. I got a drink. Like I got a drink last night. Randy looked at it like usual, took a sip of it, and then my drink became her drink.
Yeah.
And then her drink became my drink because it's her birthday. She liked
Yeah,
my drink
yeah. I did
better.
like it. And it
Yeah,
looked like it should have been mine.
it did. It was all purple and everything, but it was wild though.
It was. It
You know what I
was.
mean? So what we do after that? Dinner
After
was
that,
good.
we went to a hotel about a block away,
Mm-hmm.
and we went to the room, and then we went downstairs to the lobby, to the lounge, hung
Mm-hmm.
out for a bit.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish. Finish your story,
And then
man.
I went upstairs and I
Mm.
went to sleep.
And then I went
And then he left
downstairs.
me in the room. I didn't know though. I was
She was knocked out. I went back down to the bar and closed the bar out
mhm.
by myself, but it was all good.
Yeah, it's all good.
Randy had her birthday
Yeah, I was
and
tired.
she was tired. You know what I mean? She was full. We ate so like it was the way we started. We ate so much. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? But I kind of like because when we went downstairs after dinner, we went up, put the stuff in the room, then we came down, got a drink. We sat next to this fireplace, and
Yeah.
then Randy started
And
cooking.
started cooking me.
You know
I
what I
started
mean?
feeling all
Yeah. So
comfortable,
she was like
yawning.
yawning this way, and then
And I
she
was on the
started
sofa too.
right. Then you got on my arm and like put your head down. I was like, so is this what we're doing? Is this what we're doing tonight? You know what I'm saying? But it was all good. You
It
know what I'm
was all
saying?
good.
And I didn't mind because I just feel like you do a lot. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you're not gonna always have it in you to just want to go out and party all night, and sometimes you will, sometimes you won't. But it's okay. You
Yeah.
know what
I
I'm
think you
saying?
were kind of surprised by that too though, cuz you were asking me like, what do you want to do for your birthday?
Well,
And you like, you
yeah,
just
I
want to
know. I wanted to go out,
yeah, you
but
like, you just want to go out to eat. I'm like, yeah, I think
she wanted to keep it simple.
I
I was
wanted to
like, "You
keep it
want to go
simple.
check this show, this show?" She was like, "That's cool,"
That's
but
cool, but
nothing was. She was just like, "I just want a good meal," and I'm
mhm.
like, "All right,"
A
but
little staycation.
I did try. You
Yeah,
know what
you
I'm
did very
saying?
well. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, but you know what? What I was saying is, I think what happens is like, yeah, a wife or mother. You know what I mean? You're busy with business. You're busy with our kids, and you don't really get time to just relax. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
it's okay that that birthday night is something that you really needed, which was to relax. You know what I'm saying? And to just enjoy having good food and a real nice hotel and be able to feel good and rejuvenate yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I was sitting there and I was like, me, I was full of energy. I wanted to go out, but the night before I went to sleep about 7 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? The night before, look. So the night before this, we'll come back to the birthday thing, but the night before this, I had gone to counseling or whatever, right? So yeah, I'm a man. I go to counseling, y'all. There ain't nothing wrong with it. But I was in counseling and I was talking to my counselor about everything that I've been having to do with like my mom and work and my team, my coach and everything. And we had a tournament and I was starting winter soccer. And I was just running through to her all the things that I'm got going on. And she was like, well, what are you gonna do this vacation? Because right now I'm off of work until like early January. So like almost a month, I ain't got to go work for my 9 to 5. My business is there, but I don't got to go work. So she was like, what are you gonna do to truly like recharge yourself because it sounds like you're overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, you need to recharge. And I was like, all right. She was like, do me that favor. She always be giving me homework and stuff. She was like, do something to recharge before anything else. She was like, you got to recharge your battery or whatever. So before I got off the call with her, I was supposed to go practice that night. And right behind me, so I'm on the Zoom with her, and I could hear behind me out the window is pouring rain. So like she was like, ain't God something? And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, well, we're sitting here talking about how much you need to rejuvenate and recharge and everything. And God comes in right away and brings all this rain. So practice was canceled, right? So now I ain't got practice. That's been moved out the way. And I've got in my mind this thought of like recharging and rejuvenating. So I told Randy, it was like 7 o'clock. I said, I think I'm gonna go upstairs and put the bed in zero gravity. We got this bed that goes up and down, and zero gravity basically has like zero gravity. So like your head is down and your feet are like up,
Yeah, it's supposed to be really good for like your back,
your back and stuff.
blood circulation.
Well,
Yeah,
I put it in zero gravity, yo, and that was it.
that was it.
That was it. And apparently a whole lot of things was happening while I was out that night. Randy saw it all, but I did nothing. I was asleep like 7 o'clock.
And was out all the way
All
until the next
all the way to the
morning.
next morning. But that's why last night I was ready to hit the streets. Like when you went to bed, I couldn't even do nothing. I had to do something. So I went
Mhm.
down to the bar, but I had all this energy. But I felt better than I've felt in a long time. And that kind of lets you know sometimes you don't know how much you are like overworked until you stop doing it.
Mhm.
You don't really know. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't really know like you're running on like fumes for real until you like stop and recharge and be like, oh crap. Because I didn't think if I went to sleep at 7, I didn't think I were gonna wake up till 6 the next day. But my body was just waiting.
Mhm.
My soul, my spirit's just waiting for me to just stop. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And God kind of worked it out with the counseling and the rain and everything to make me chill, you know? So that was good. So I was able to enjoy your birthday even more, even though you were asleep. You know what I'm saying? So now then in the morning time, how we close out the staycation.
We cuddled.
Yeah. Burn people cuddling, yo. Burn people cuddling.
We watched the Jamie Foxx special on Netflix.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I liked it.
What you like about it? It was good.
Yeah. Well, I love when anybody praises the Lord. So
What
that's
was it called? If y'all ain't seen it, listen, it might be different views on it or whatever, but I watched it this morning, man. Listen to me. If you watch, so the whole thing is talking about what he went through with his health
mhm.
situation, right? And it's easy to watch that anything. It's always easy to be negative with anything, but if you watch it, you know, there's moments where he's really going down that road of like what he went through and how he felt. And the whole thing is like his Jamie Foxx, but he's going through this health thing that he never saw coming. It was just like a reminder of how we plan for all this success and we plan for all these good things, but then life happens and then all of a sudden, yes, you're in the hospital or you're sick or you're in some situation where you really, really need help. And it don't matter if you're famous, it don't matter if you're a regular Joe Blow, you know what I'm saying? Don't matter what your career is, like you could just get sat down real quick and things really you have to look at things
Mhm.
differently, especially with your health and stuff like that. But my point is I like this so much because I appreciate when people try to deliver like very serious or tough information, but he had the challenge of making it funny too.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? So when you're watching somebody tell you about something that could have killed him, not the average person could take that information and go for an hour long and mix in the serious part and the life part and the family part and the fears and all them emotions and be also making you laugh.
Mhm.
And I just think he did an amazing job. But like he touched everything. He's making you laugh. He's making you look at life the right way. His singing, his reminding you that he is who he is. He ain't no clone. You know what I'm saying? Like your boy was doing all the different characters and voiceovers and everything. But the balance of, and I felt like it was a lot of transparency in it too. But the balance that he had of sharing truly like how he felt going through that situation and like the fear of it and how much he needed his sister to help him through that, and how much God took care of him and his nurses, and like just the whole journey. He really painted like a step by step play of when he first got sick all the way to the rehabilitation of it. Like he didn't leave nothing off.
Right, right,
Like
right.
everything was there, but it was also funny.
Mhm.
So I just thought, if y'all ain't checked it out, what is it called? Do we know
What
what
had
it's called?
happened was.
What had happened was, listen, man, Jamie Foxx is obviously got a lot more money than any of us who's probably listened to this podcast. But go support this, because we got to remember that we're all one and the same. You know what I'm saying? We might make different money, have different jobs and all that, but like we're all human beings, and like we believe in our podcast, we all go through the ups and downs of life together. And listening to him was just an eye-opening thing of like make you appreciate your life. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's above the challenges and hardships in life. Nobody, no status, no race, no age, no success level stops you from, maybe waking up and not being the same person you was the day before, or driving down the road and being impacted by somebody who's not paying attention at the light. Like nothing you could do stops these things. It could happen to anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I'm glad we did watch that, and definitely encourage you guys to go check it out. It was really, really good. You know what I mean? You watched it twice. You said,
Yeah,
right? It
yeah.
was my
That
first
that
time
night
watching it.
when he went to bed, I was trying to do laundry and clean up
Hmm.
so that you could wake up to a organized room.
Right, right, right. Yeah. Hey, but it
But
was
I put it
good, man.
on, you
It
know. I
was
I
good.
thought you might wake up in the middle of it or something, but you
Mm-mm.
didn't.
Nah, but you know what I mean. It's something. If you ain't checked it out, you gotta go check it out, and then take from it what you want. But I would encourage you that if you find yourself being negative, your spirit's not in the right place. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because whether it's all true or something, it really doesn't matter, because it's somebody at that stature that's sharing things with you. At the end of the day, they don't have to share with you, and to be able to be talented enough to share it in a way that makes you laugh and makes it relatable, and there's people in the audience crying and laughing all within the same 15 seconds. He has a talent level that is like immense.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And last thing I say, me and you was talking about it. He is one Jamie Foxx. He is one of the like goats that don't really get put in that right light, but he is immensely talented, like immensely talented, and it's authentic. You could
Mhm.
see it. He's just
Mhm.
naturally funny. You know what I'm saying? Like some of it was jokes, but some of it you could just see his personality kick in, and he just says something make you laugh.
Mhm.
And those are the best things. You know what I mean? So I really enjoyed that. But happy birthday to
Thank
you.
you.
You know what
Thank
I
you.
mean? We've been through a lot, so we know that life is precious. We know that we celebrate every day of life, but we definitely want to celebrate your birthday. And hopefully, at this point, everything you mean to everybody in your life that loves you, that's here to celebrate your birthday with you. You know what I'm saying? Your
Yeah.
family, friends, your husband, your kids, even your coworkers. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that will reached out to you early this morning.
Early.
Yeah, the phone was buzzing. The phone was buzzing from different countries. You know what I'm saying? Different times, different people. You know what I mean? I couldn't
Yeah.
really get in early like I wanted to because you
Mhm.
was busy. You even asked me, you was like, "Can I take these calls right now?" And I was like, "Well, it's your birthday. Whatever you want to do." But that's a blessing right there. You
Yeah.
got all these people that care enough that want to reach out to you early in the morning and give you a birthday congratulations. And not everybody has that. As crazy as it
Yeah.
sounds. Not everybody has 20 phone calls coming in within an hour of like happy birthday or post, or you know what I'm saying? Not everybody knows what it's like to be loved like that.
Yeah.
So I'm
Well, I'm
glad you do.
definitely grateful, blessed. Like all I can just think about is like God is just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why like I posted a picture of myself. Um, but I didn't really say much. I'm just like celebrating life
Mm-hmm.
and something. A happy birthday to me. Hashtag God is amazing. Because when I start to think about everything that He's brought me through, it's just like, wow,
Mm-hmm.
God, you're amazing. That like
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have anything else to say.
For real, for real. Hey, if y'all were listening, make sure you drop a comment. Wish Randy happy birthday. You know what I mean? Drop an Instagram comment. Drop a comment on the Dax and Randy show. on either TikTok, Instagram. Just let her know happy birthday. You know what I mean? Show her some love. She deserved that. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
man.
saying? But otherwise, what are you looking forward to in your next year? That's the last thing before we switch off for this year. Like, but what's the next year of your life? What do you want out of it? You know?
Well, I am going to build a personal brand.
All right, let's talk about that.
So I am positioning myself as something that I already am, which is an
Mm-hmm.
educator.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm looking at myself like, I feel a certain way because I'm me. Right.
Right,
So
right.
when I say that, um, I know a lot about business and taxes and
Mm-hmm.
accounting. And I'm just looking at myself like, you've been in this industry a long time and you are now 41 years old. So you have a lot to offer the world. I don't necessarily feel that way because I feel like I still have so much more to learn.
Mm-hmm.
But I really want to position myself where I can help other people learn because even I'll never know everything, but I probably know a lot more than I think I do and a
Mm-hmm.
lot more than I give myself credit for.
I
So,
agree with
for
that.
the following year, you
Mm-hmm.
can look to me building my brand and just walking in that educational purpose. So people keep
Mm-hmm.
saying, like I keep hearing it, like, man, the way you break stuff down, difficult things, you make it so easy to understand.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I've heard this enough times, probably like 5 times within the last 3 months,
Right.
to make me pay attention to it. Like, hold on, this might be a gift right here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna walk in it. I'm
That's
gonna
what's up.
try some things out.
Congratulations. You know
Thank
what I
you.
mean?
Thank you.
I'm definitely one of them people that I'm been sitting on the sideline, waiting for you to jump even more into your own greatness, to be honest, you
Yeah.
know.
I just don't know how.
It's all right.
Because time is limited, but I'm not gonna rush. Like one of my things that I was gonna do and that I started working on was revamping my tax course.
Mm-hmm.
That came out in 2021. But I don't have the time. Like I've done the work to just, go through the material and see what I can keep, what's changing stuff. And I don't think that I'm gonna do it this year, but I can have it ready for next year.
Yeah, but before you even go too far into whether you can revamp it or not, like anybody that's just, listening to the podcast and you're talking about like what is your tax course? You know what I mean? Use the platform to like
Oh,
what do you want people to get out of your
okay.
tax course? You know what I mean?
So
Because
let
you
me
put a
tell
lot of work into it.
I did.
So and what you have, I thought was amazing. And your fans ring, you're breaking rules today, but it's all
No,
good.
it's.
It's your birthday, so good.
I'm
But
not gonna
nah,
answer.
I'm not gonna answer.
Not
Okay,
gonna answer.
all right. But yeah,
So
we'll talk about the tax course, man. This
all
is your
right.
specialty.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So my tax course in the past has
Mm-hmm.
been catered to individuals like myself or individuals like the people listening to this podcast who have an interest in taxes, want to learn how to prepare them, want to have a tax business, but don't know where to start.
Mm-hmm.
So I walk you through how to get started, how to get your PTIN number, how to the different softwares you should use, how to understand the return. So I walk you step by step by step through the entire process, and then also I offer coaching as well. And then on top of that, I will review some of your returns for you. So I'm going above and beyond to make sure you straight.
Mm-hmm.
Because for me, when I first started doing taxes, there was nobody. I wish I had somebody to sit down with me and say, okay, did you ask these questions? Is this information correct? How can you double check? What type of support and documentation do you need when somebody tells you that this person is their child? You know,
Right, right.
so I talk about all that stuff. I even have skits in the software where, the tax preparer is put in different situations, difficult ones, and how to address it with the client. So that's my tax course that I
Mm-hmm.
offered in 2021. I would like to bring it back. And yeah.
It sounds really good, but one thing I'm glad to hear you're gonna really push yourself, and I'm not gonna put too much on you, but when you do those kind of things, those are like really quick little indicators into like your potential. So like that tax course is to me when I saw it, it's amazing. But it can go into becoming another course and another course or a webinar. But it's like these one-off moments where you do something amazing, right? But then life happens. And I'm saying this for anybody else, like sometimes it's not whether you could do it or not, it'd be like the sustainability of it. You know what I mean? It'd be the consistency of it. And it's hard. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to be consistent. It really is hard. Like people can tell you like consistency, discipline, use all these buzzwords, but when you're a mother, you got a husband and you got 2, 3 businesses and 4 kids and people in private school and tax seasons and you do tax consultations and help other businesses. Like you got all this stuff going on. It's not that easy to say, hey, I'm always going to be able to teach and do these courses and stuff. You really got to get organized, purposeful. We got to make changes. Even with us doing this podcast, as long as we talked about having a voice and wanting to share it, we had to put a plan in place. Like, how do we get a podcast studio? How do we get started? Like, who's going to help us kick off our first 5 episodes? How do we learn how to edit videos and post them? And it was a whole process, and we had to be committed to it, and we needed help. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it's not just easy to just want to do it, but I will say that 2025 is about to be your year, and I fully support you because you and I, we got our brand together. Obviously, we do everything together. I always say that on the podcast, but truthfully, we don't need to do everything together. Not everything, because there's some things that you're great at that ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? And when you did your I don't know if it was like have coffee with me or coffee or something in the on the mornings on Instagram. I used to watch them. I used to watch them like a fan. You know what I'm saying? I used to get used. I got used to starting my day with Randy. You know what I mean? So the things that you do every single day, there's little things. They'll be the things that make you great.
Oh, thank
Serious.
you.
The way you
Yeah.
just getting up and every step that you do to make sure the kids get out the door on time, make sure they lunch is straight. Make it ain't like they all want just sandwiches. They want hot lunch. Like you're doing all these things. Like you're getting the baby ready. Like you're getting yourself ready. You're pouring into yourself. Sometimes in the middle of the night, I look for you. You're in here praying. Like you're just doing all of these things all the time to be the woman that you are. And you can help a lot of people. And only you can share that message. I can't share it like you.
Yeah, but I don't like you see me that way, but I don't feel that way.
I
Like
know.
when I think about myself, I feel like I'm treading water or I'm barely
Hmm.
keeping my head up. Like I don't want to say survival mode, but I literally be taking it one day at a time.
Yeah, but you gotta, man, my advice, you gotta keep tapping into with God, man.
I know.
And keep tapping into like what do you really want me to be doing? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't feel worthy. Like just remember, like I don't feel worthy, but clearly you think I'm worthy. Because he clearly thinks you're worthy because he puts you in these certain circumstances to help people. So you may not feel like you're worthy, but you need to ask him, why do you think I'm worthy? Why are you putting me in this opportunity? Why are you giving me these ideas? You must want me to do something with it. So you see what I'm saying? So like go to the person who's really giving you the instruction. That's all. That'd be
Yeah.
my advice. And it's not easy. And I need to do the same thing, but it's happening for a reason. And sometimes when you need that strength or that confidence, it could come from your husband or a friend, but maybe it comes from the person that is put that thing in you to
Yeah.
make you great. So I would pray about it. Keep
I
praying about
am.
it. You know what I'm saying?
I struggle with execution. Like the other night
Hmm.
when you was asleep, I was up, I designed a t-shirt, I designed a coffee mug, and I it's
When I
not the
sleep,
first time while you was asleep. Yeah, I was just up on the computer.
so maybe you should let me get some more rest. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should just take a couple more naps, and it might help you out.
Yeah.
You
But
know what
it's
I
like
mean?
the things that I do with my downtime, how do I now take that
Hmm.
design and sell it? It's all related to taxes too, by the way.
Right,
Because in my
right,
mind, I'm like, if I'm an educator, like I always think business, I probably could have some merch
right.
to go along with, what I'm doing, what I'm promoting. So I just got on the computer, started playing around. I'm like, oh, this is cute.
Hmm.
So now that I have the designs, they just sit there.
Hmm.
It's not the first time I've designed stuff.
But to your point, and I agree. Like execution be tough, but like give yourself some credit. You do know how to execute when you want to.
Oh boy.
No, 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 no. Chill, 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 chill. I ain't about to go nowhere funky. I'm just saying you do know how to execute when you want to. Look at the business we have together. We talked a bunch about how it's gotten better and how we're changing the clients we have now. They start like we executed on some things. It took us a while, but you know what it's like to execute. You worked with people to help make us better, change our services. So like you just had to commit to it.
Yeah,
You
you're
see what I'm
right. You're
saying? So
right.
like it's like proof of now you did that with us or for us, however you want to say it. Now you just got to do it for yourself. But you can do
I
it
done it for
though.
the podcast too.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
yeah, I
You
didn't know
can
anything.
do it. That's what I'm
I
saying.
can do it, and I
You know,
will do
right.
it.
Like we was sitting there driving. I like to listen to some music. We're sitting there listening to Census 45-second clip on how to have a successful podcast. Find your audience. Like, like, but you would determine for us to
Yeah.
get it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what got better mics because like all that stuff. You just gotta commit to it. That's
All
all.
right.
Cause you could do it. But do it for yourself. Cause you are great.
I'm gonna make you proud, Mr. Baisden.
I'm already proud though.
Oh,
But
thank you.
but just you could do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm always gonna be a little biased because like I said, when I met you, I always thought you was a superstar. So I just know you could do it. You know what I'm saying? I just know you could do it. Get over your own self doubt and just do it.
Just do it,
Just do it.
like
You know what
Nike
I'm saying?
says.
Just do it. Talking about just do it, let me transition because I literally gave that same advice, just do it, to our son recently. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So our son, Christian, has a girlfriend now.
Mhm.
One that he didn't want to tell me about. That's a whole nother story.
I told Dex on accident.
Yeah,
Like I
but
didn't
he
know I
why
wasn't
doesn't he
supposed to
want me to
tell
know
him.
these things?
I don't know.
It's so
But he don't mind
weird.
if I know.
Right. He didn't want me to know he likes a girl. He didn't want me to know that he's got a girlfriend, but he tells his mama and then tells his mama not to tell me,
Mhm.
which is odd because like me and him do everything. I don't know if it's embarrassed, but he don't like it. He don't like telling me
Yeah.
about it. Not yet. But anyway, he's
So
got this girlfriend
he's
now.
in 6th grade.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got a girlfriend now. So first of all, let me wheel back. So I told him just do it because he ain't really treating the girl like she's special or different from anybody. So I'm like, do you tell the girl she's pretty? Do you like sit next to her in school, walk with her, anything? Like he's like, no. Like so basically he ain't doing nothing at all. So I'm like, go to school and just let her know she's pretty or tell her that you hope she has a nice day. And he could first thing he said, he was like, well, I could try. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, nah,
Her
just do it.
friend, she got
Right. She
friends
got
around
friends
her.
around. I'm like, just do it. What you embarrassed? You know what I'm saying? Don't be embarrassed. Just do it. He's like, but he didn't do it.
No, he didn't
He
do it.
didn't do it. But it's been interesting because first off, I'm gonna be honest. Christian's my firstborn son. You know what I'm saying? That's been my baby my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Since he was born. His like he mean everything to me. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, like to the point where he want to do everything with me, and we want to always do everything with each other. So if I'm watching the basketball game, he's right there watching the basketball game. If I want to go watch the soccer game, he's watching the soccer game. If I want to go get something to eat, he wants to get it with me. He wants to get a Slurpee. Like we are like inseparable. But lately, it's been a change of behavior with him, which I know I exhibited when I was started being in middle school. And it's funny how life comes full circle because when I was in middle school, this was before cell phones and all that. We used to have the house phone, but it was cordless. So the cordless phone will always be off the base, and my mom and my grandparents will always be complaining, beeping the phone. Where's the cordless phone? Knowing full well I'm on it. But it was almost like their way to check in with me, to let me know that they was on top of things. But I'll be home after school. I got right on the cordless fan, start three-waying girls on the fan. Y'all chill. You know what I'm saying? Call one. So y'all, if y'all in the 30s, if you're at least 30 or over, you know what we're talking about. If you're like 25, you probably not know what in the world I'm talking about when it comes to these three-way calls on these cordless fans, right? But what you do, you call your ace girl up or your friend, and you prep with her. What do you want to say to the girl you like? Blah blah blah. How should you say it? It'd be a whole little planning session, and then she'll get quiet, and then you call the other girl on three-way. That's how you do it. And then you go talk to the girl that you like, blah 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 blah. And then when she hangs up, you ask your friend how you did. That's how we did it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I would go missing when I was in middle school because I was always on the phone. So now I'm sitting here lately and I'm watching the basketball game with Christian, and then I look up and he ain't there. He ain't at the table no more. And I'm like, where did he go? And Randy's like, who's upstairs talking to his friends? And it's just been like, dang. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
it now there's a new alpha in his life. Cause even though he liked watching the basketball game with his daddy, like he don't even say nothing.
Yeah, he
He
got
just
things to do.
he got things to
Got to
do. And he be
socialize.
upstairs an hour, hour and a half, whatever, just talking to his friends.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just been, lately I've been sitting here like at the table watching the game, and it's been kind of hitting me like, dang, not like I've lost him, but that like that part of my life might be gone.
Yeah, it's a different season.
I think I've started to realize like, oh, I'm not always the alpha for everything. I'm not always the main source of excitement. He's got
Mm-hmm.
other things,
Yeah.
and it hit me like, dang, because it happened so fast. But I also know that I've been there before. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I
Mm-hmm.
know what it's like to have a girl you like and call on the phone, and then relationships seem so meaningful, but they don't be about nothing. You know what I'm saying? But like middle school's a different big.
Yep.
And I'm just like, dang, my boy's gone. He's gone.
Yeah.
You know? But anyway, transition from that just a little bit, because where I want to hear from y'all, listen to the podcast, is I have a hard time talking to my son about certain things. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all got any advice on how you talk to your son about his first girlfriend and all that, or this kind of things, like I don't want to miss out on the important stuff, because I don't mind he's got a girlfriend. Like I don't, he's got a girl. Like that's what's up. But I know I'm having some challenges in just talking him through it the right way. You know what I'm saying?
I've
So
noticed that.
yeah,
I've noticed that.
yeah. But I didn't have a daddy that talked to me through it the right way. So maybe I don't know exactly how to talk to him about it. But I do struggle, like, well, I don't want to give him too much information. I don't want to make him too curious and things that he ain't even thinking about yet. You know what I'm saying? But I also
Mm-hmm.
don't want him to be naive, and all of a sudden he goes out with the girl to the movies and she touches him between his leg or something. He goes screaming to the police. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just
Yeah.
like it's a real situation of like, hey, yeah, in middle school now, you know what I'm saying? You about to be in high school a couple years, like,
Yeah. But you have
you
to
know?
assess where he is. Like, talk to him, be open and honest. But based on his responses, like, you have discernment. You'll know
Mm-hmm.
what to give him and what not to give him. But also, he needs to be talked about his friends
Mm.
and the role he plays in friendships with guys and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you just got to talk to him because you
Yeah.
don't want him to fall for the peer pressure. I
No.
mean, we all have to deal with it, but
Nah. Hey, and you know what? To that point, and we always keep it real on. I'm about to be real right now, but to that point, I'll tell y'all something. I'm not the only person. My son's not the only person. Like a lot of us walk around and we have this thing. Like I don't care if you like me or not. I'm me. You either like me the way I am or you don't like me. Like we say all these things, but there's a lot of us out there that deep down we want to be liked. We want people to like us. For the most part, you don't go around wanting people to not like you. You know what I'm saying? And me, I grew up an only child a lot of my life. And I'm the older brother, but I was an only child for a long time. I used to walk around wanting to be liked. You know what I'm saying? One of the impacts I know of not having my daddy around all the time is like when people were around me, I wanted them to like me. I also had like an insecurity where maybe they don't like me, maybe they don't want to hang around me. My son, one thing that I've done great for him is I know he don't have that insecurity because he comes from a house where everybody wants to be together all the time. Everybody wants to. He's always been celebrated like the star from everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I realize how much he wants to be liked. And that makes me nervous because he ain't realized yet in real life that everybody ain't gonna like you. Everybody ain't gonna think you great. Everybody's not gonna be happy that you got the new John Morant's. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not gonna be happy that you got a girlfriend or that you're on the basketball team or the soccer team. And he ain't experienced like real hatred yet or like hating, like none of that. You see what I'm saying? So like to him, everybody's still nice,
yeah.
and it's fine. But it's certain things that he does that makes me concerned. Like what was it yesterday or day before when he gave one of his friends $10?
Mhm.
Nah, His grandpa, his great grandpa, has been giving him money for soccer, motivating him like, hey, you score a goal, you score assist, I give you a couple dollars. He gives some of that money to his friend just to try to be nice.
He said, "I want to be a nice guy."
And I had to tell
That
him
is
like,
so sweet,
it
though.
is
You
sweet,
know,
it is sweet.
right?
And I try not to make everything deep, but even though that is sweet, like I'm just trying to be a nice guy, I had to take the opportunity to tell him like, yo, you're nice just the way you are without
Mm-hmm.
giving anybody anything.
Yeah.
Every time somebody gets to hang around you and interact with you and play with you and talk to you and do sports with you and homework with you or whatever it is, you're giving them something really, really great already, which is you. You don't got to give them your money because I'm worried that he would, give something to somebody and people would start not liking him, but like the fact that he does things for them. And I know a lot of us have been there where you look around and you think somebody love you or you think somebody really cares about you, and then you get that real reality, which is like, nah, they just like what I do for them. And when you realize that, it hurts real bad. But you got to be honest with yourself and be like, have I been doing things for this person that I shouldn't have been doing? Have I been working too hard for this love, working too hard for this friendship? You know what I'm saying? They're giving 3 items to the friendship, and I'm giving 15 because the friendship means so much to me. But it's got to mean so much to them too. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be doing all of these things that other people's not doing for you because you're creating this environment where they're used to taking. And I don't want people to get used to taking from my son. You know what I'm saying? So I told him that, like, don't ever do that again. You know what I'm saying? And I think he understood me, but I don't want him doing that or
Yeah.
thinking that he has to do extra for people to think he's nice or for them to want to be around him. Another thing that he said, and I told him, what was it, this morning? He said the girl like broke up with him and then got back with him or something like that. What
Mm-hmm.
he say?
They broke up. Then she told him that they were back together.
Right, because she thought he liked somebody else or
Yeah.
something. I told him, I said, the next time she break up with you, she's grass. Like don't ever like no. Like you gotta be the alpha a little bit. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's
Like
why I was saying it's an opportunity for you to talk to him because
about that.
he don't know.
He don't know. He'd let her break up with him, pick him up, drop him, pick him up 100 times. Like, no, that girl needs to know, like, hey yo, I'm Christian, man. I'm a star. You know what I mean? You got to be happy to ride in this bed. You know what I'm saying? Or I could drop you off where you came from. Yeah, that's what she need to know, respectfully. Respectfully. You know what I'm saying? But
It's
nah.
sixth graders.
Hey, listen, bro. I don't play about my son. I don't. You already know that.
It's
You know what I
hot in
mean?
here. I'm sorry. I have to remove my sweater.
That's all right. Don't worry, yo. She still got on a t-shirt at this moment. You know what I'm saying? But nah. Hey yo, help me out, help us out. But look, we're all been there. If you got kids, you get to these moments where they're not kids so much and they're growing up. And even though I have my experience with Mariah, it's different because Christian's a boy and it's a different situation. You know what I'm saying? But I'm aware of it though. I ain't gonna ignore it. I'm aware of it. I'm very much aware of it. That he's in this new realm now where he's gonna be very much impacted by his peers. And we gotta really be careful with that. Like very careful with like how is he being impacted by his surroundings
Mm-hmm.
when he wants the surroundings to like him so much. Like it's clear as day.
Yeah.
So how is he being impacted? Like you said, peer pressure.
Mm-hmm.
It happened fast though. Like the fact that we're here even having this conversation. You know what I'm saying? But stay tuned. We'll see how Christian's doing with his girlfriend. However long she stays around, she gotta keep her act together though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, our son's got a girlfriend, so that's a new change in the house. But it's a good thing and it's prompting these conversations that are way overdue. You know what I'm saying? And also me acknowledging that, he's not a baby no more. And I gotta start being a different type of father too.
Yeah. You
You
want to
know,
stay
man.
on them,
I'm
keep
gonna
them
have to
busy.
I'm gonna have to be a different type of father. And but I look forward to him and I also know that one thing about being a parent or being a father, mother, no matter what, it might be certain stages of the life that are a little bit easier for you or a little bit harder for you, whatever the case. Like I know Mariah, when she got a teenager and she started dating, it was like the hardest thing in the world for me. But when you're a parent the entire life. You don't get to say, hey, you're a teenager now and now you got these problems, so I'm not your daddy no more. I'm a switch you with somebody else. Like, yeah, that's always your child. It's your responsibility to grow with them and to adjust and learn how to be the parent when they're 2 years old and when they're 20 years old. That's the responsibility God gave you. No matter how hard it is for you, you feel me? Like that's your responsibility. So, we'll work it out. What else has been going on, man? What else been going on with you?
Oh, I have an affiliate link now
Oh
with
yeah,
QuickBooks.
congratulations. Woo, 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 woo. Yes.
Beow, beow, beow,
Randy
beow.
found another way to get us some money. That's what she. If y'all ain't noticed, Randy be getting us money. So let's talk about this. Randy makes sure we got money. So what's happening?
Yeah, so I'm still learning the terms, but I think that it's 30% off QuickBooks for 6 months, which is better than what the website offers you. Because I think they
Mm-hmm.
offer like 30% off for like 3 months or
Mm-hmm.
20% off. Like it's not what I can get you.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm gonna put the link with this episode somewhere.
You need to.
So I don't know how to do it. I'm just being transparent, but
Mm-hmm. We can
yeah,
figure it out
we're
though.
gonna figure it out. Yeah. So, but yeah, I have an affiliate link and I'll earn commission, and I'm still reading, so I don't even know what I'm earning, what
Mm-hmm.
each sign up is worth. But I'm just happy that I can help people get their business organized. It goes in line with what I already do.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't necessarily have to be your accountant, but you can still utilize my mind and my knowledge and my affiliate link. Yeah.
Congratulations. You know
Thank
what I'm
you. Thank
saying?
you.
And we told y'all at the beginning of the episode, you need to make sure you reach out to Base and Accounting for all your accounting and tax needs. But
Yep.
this is something that Randy, as the CFO at Base and Accounting, has brought not just to Base and Accounting, but to herself as well, which is like, look, if your business needs accounting software, if you're sitting there, you got everything in a spreadsheet, or maybe you don't got no books at all, we're seeing every type of version of client. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? But you're like, hey, I want to start off. I need to get accounting software. Not only do you get it from us, but now you're getting it cheaper than where you could get it anywhere else. And that's thanks to Randy finding another way to make us money, but also help other people. So
Yeah.
if you are sitting there and you're like, yeah, I do want accounting software, you need to reach out to Randy. Don't go do it on your end. You're literally paying more money than you would if you reached
Hmm.
out to her.
Yeah, and I like it because when I think about affiliates and brand deals, I want to work with companies that I already work with.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't want to just be recommended something because somebody said, "Oh, I'll give you commission." Like I want it to be meaningful. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I sought that out. I was like, I wonder if QuickBooks has an affiliate program, and they do.
Yeah.
So
But I
yeah, I had
love
to apply though.
yeah.
I had to apply, but I was like, you know what? I have like almost 6,000 followers on Instagram. So I said I may not be working with much, but I'm working with something because they ask you how many followers do you have.
Mm-hmm.
That was part of the process. So
So maybe you could get excited to grow it because you got this
exactly,
affiliate link
that's
you
what
need
I'm
to be
saying.
pushing.
I
You got
told
your
you,
brand you need to be pushing. You got this
2025,
course.
mompreneur.
I look when I open my phone, I just need to be seeing your stuff in the stories all the time.
I can do it. I
I know
just
you
have to make
can.
time for it.
I know you can.
So
Well, how can I help you make time for it? Because now, I'm your partner. What's one thing besides cleaning your car? Because we already know I don't clean your car. I got it. But what's one thing we can hold me accountable, y'all? We keep it real on the podcast. What's one thing you need from Dexter to help make your dreams come true? Just one. I know there's multiple
um,
that I'm not doing
you
consistently.
know it would
How
be
about that?
nice
What's
if
that?
we had a real calendar.
What do you mean?
Like not like a real calendar where we can schedule in Dex is picking up the kids these days. We're gonna do meal prep these days.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we're having for dinner these days. Like organization, we're podcasting on these days.
Mm-hmm.
Organization around a schedule would be so helpful.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
You
I
ain't
g-
you ain't say
no, I
much.
got you. I got you. My bad. My bad. I got you. I'm gonna do it. We got to figure out that. But if we do the calendar, it needs to be some. I think we need to go old school with it and have something visual as opposed to electronic. That's just my
Well,
opinion.
hold on though. I'm
Unless
going
it's There. No, no, no. If it's electronic, it has to have some type of
It's got to be on
notifications.
the wall though, because Caleb likes to do the
Yeah, yeah. No,
calendar.
I'm saying if we did, it's fine. If we put it up, that's good too. Like I would prefer to put something up, but I was just
Yes,
saying if we did something electronic, because we do have a
we do
app
have
that we
one.
use right
Yeah,
now, but it don't have notifications.
yeah. Well,
So
I
that's
saw
why I
this
forget.
calendar. That's it's a digital calendar, and you put it on the wall.
Hmm.
But it has you can put like grocery lists on it. It's electronic grocery lists, scheduling stuff, birthdays. Like you can do all this stuff on the calendar, and it's everybody in the household can see it. Because right now only you, me, and Mariah can see it.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
something like that might work, but it's like it's very expensive.
Well,
But I was thinking about getting it for Caleb for Christmas because
okay.
he
Well, let's talk. We about to
likes
do
it.
some Christmas shopping, so let's look at the
Yes.
budget and see what we could do. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I know we're running up on time, but listen, if y'all been listening to our podcast and you're enjoying our podcast, this is the Dax and Randy show. This is the number one show for going through the ups and downs of life. And if you've been listening with us today, we've been going through some ups and some downs, and we just be honest and real about all of that. And we want to hear from you guys too. Now, one of the ups and downs before I get out of here, I want to talk about is, I coach soccer. I had a soccer tournament this past weekend, and I won't go into all the details because we ain't got enough time. But what I would say is that when you're in a team environment, and the reason, like, let's say with our base and accounting, the reason why we're able to do these things is because I trust you. You've been accountable to the business, you've been accountable to the family, but like I trust you. So me and you bring different skill sets to the business, but you're always looking to try to make it better. You're rolling out a new service. You're looking to do more teaching next year. We like I can rely on you to know that you care and you're gonna try your best and you bring something to the business that I don't bring. So it's very, very dope. And then I bring something that you don't bring. But we have a trust between us because we both have these different skill sets, but we use them to try to make the business better. All right. So we have to have that type of relationship. Now, when we had our soccer tournament, what was tough, and a lot of people could probably relate, whether it's sports or life or anything that you're doing, we lost our games in the tournament, but every game that we played, we was right in it. We was tied at one point, or maybe we even had the lead for a little bit. But it's specific decisions that we made on the field that caused us to let in the easy go, or we wasn't paying attention or stuff like that. What I'm stating is that what I learned in this team what it reminded me of is, talent management and how important that is. So within our team, there's so many different skill sets and levels of play between the players we have. And if they're not managed the right way, the stronger players can start to lose trust in those that are developing. The ones that are developing, the morale could be low because they recognize either they're not playing as much, or when they do play, they make mistakes. And there was different things that I was seeing in the tournament where I was like, we could have scored just now, but we're not trusting each other. We're not sharing the ball equally. And now I'm like, I need to take a step back and fix some things, because how do you build trust when there's not always results? You see what I'm saying? Like, what if the results are not there? How do you build trust? How do you manage these differences? And what ends up happening with anything that you do, if you have somebody in your team, on your family, on your relationship that's doing all this work, right? Hear me, Randy? And then you got people that's not working as hard. There's two things that's happening. The people on top that getting overworked, right? And they're not able to reach their full potential. So they're getting dropped on some. And the ones that don't put in the work or don't develop the skills, they get to get pulled up a bit by those that are stronger. But neither of them are really reaching their maximum potential because they're kind of like offsetting each other.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So I realized, and I'm like, well, I need to address this. So I'm doing some more training for each groups. Like I've split them up in two, and I'm starting to focus with the developmental players specifically what they need to improve to get the skill level up. And then the ones that are stronger, I'm allowing them to be in tougher competition and actually coaching them a bit differently. And I know it's going to be a big win for me because I saw the impact that it was having, in the games. So I say all of that because listen, yo, like you might be part of a team, but accountability and trust is important, And what happens when you start realizing that somebody's not holding the weight? Or what happens when you do all of the work on something and you know that if you get somebody else to take a look at it or whatever, they're not going to get it back to you in time, or something's going to get dropped? Well, then you stop trusting that person. But that person in a certain moment may have that one piece of advice to make what you're doing better, but you won't get it because of what's been happening in the past. And you won't trust it. The reason we continue to be great is because when I'm not good at something, I trust you and you come in. But if I didn't have that trust, I would be trying to make it better on my end. But you got these skill sets right here. You know what I'm saying? So in these team environments, whether it's you're coaching an actual sports team or you're working with somebody at work, or that, like, everybody has to hold their weight and everybody has to be accountable to each other, and everyone has to be serious about development and getting better, and that's the only way that it works. And if that's not the case, you will find yourself overworked, you will find yourself doing things that you shouldn't be doing, that trust will start to break down and the people that you need to trust the most. And I think a lot of times, that's why things in team environments, even relationships, they don't work, because you can't do everything on your end. You know what I'm saying? And I saw it. Like, I had one player that wouldn't pass the ball to somebody, and I could tell they didn't give him the ball because that person was going to lose it, and then they would have to go get it back themselves. So they just say, "I'm not going to do it." Don't that happen in life
Mhm.
all the time? You'd be like, you forgot something, but you'd rather forget it than give it to so and so that always forget stuff. But
Mhm.
then you end up forgetting. You know what I'm saying? So it was a good reminder to me of, I need to get even better and more focused on managing different talent levels and the performance environment. Like, managing the performance environment is important. So I'm looking forward to that. I know that transitions to like our business too. How am I managing our perform? And I'm probably talk about this a lot more in another episode because we don't got the time. But how am I managing the performance environment is like very much in the top of my mind, so that these individual resources are maximized, even in our business. You get what I'm saying? Even you. That's why I'm in talking to you the way I talk to you. Because even though you're great, I want your greatness to be maximized. I don't want something else happening in the business that has you working with an inefficient client or inefficient software, or somebody in the team forgot something. So now you got to go do all of this stuff. It's like watering you down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like a good reminder to that. Anyway, I'm looking forward to the next tournament we'll be in. So hopefully we have a chance to win this one. But I think this was a really good learning experience for me as a coach, as a leader, to kind of see what's happening in the team, and it kind of just has me thinking about things a little different. You know what I'm saying?
And I love that you're developing even more as a coach. Like you're getting better and better. So
Thank you.
yeah, I'm proud of you.
Really?
I am. You've come a long way.
Oh, thank you. I really
Yeah,
appreciate that.
absolutely.
Last but not least, and I want you to take it away with this, because you're the one that said the word miracle. So we're gonna finish this episode on a positive. First of all, we love y'all. Thank you for supporting our podcast. But what we're gonna close out with is going back to this whole thing with my mother, and mental health and the challenges we've had. But you said something the other day, and you even said it today. You was like, "We're witnessing a miracle
Mhm.
because she's better. She's doing so well." Caleb had a Christmas concert this week, and he was up there singing, and she was singing and humming and all involved. And you pulled up this picture of her at the same concert, well, a Christmas concert last year for him,
Year before.
year before, and it was crazy. She was clearly mentally not there, very
Mm-mm-mm.
distressed, very sad, like very scary, you
Mhm.
know. And I was just sitting there like, look at God, yo. Look what it's done, because it was like her soul's been renewed.
Mhm.
So I want to finish this podcast by just thanking God, thanking you for everything you've done. But I think we'll witness the miracle in my mother's life. And even if there's a setback or anything like that, like, we're seeing what God can do. So anybody that's out there listening, like, don't let it feel like it's cliche. Like, God could do anything. Like, trust me, take it from me. Like, he can do anything. He can change anybody. He can change any situation. And as soon as you get to that moment where you're looking at something, you're like, "It's no way that that can get better." That's when he be shining because he can do it.
Yeah.
He don't have no way. For him, it's a beautiful thing. For him, it's always a way.
Yeah.
For
It was really looking like hopeless.
beyond her, yeah,
Like, okay, we there's nothing else we can do.
for
Like, we
real.
can't keep this going. We're going to have to put her in a home somewhere where
Hmm.
they have professionals who can deal with this level of clinical depression.
Yeah,
And it's like God just made a way.
out of no way,
Out of no way.
out of no way. So if y'all were home, a family member, aunt, uncle, brother, anyone that's really been through tough times in life, life will knock you down. Whether they're depressed, whether it's mental illness, physical illness, whatever the case may be, like we are right now like living testaments of like a miracle can
Yeah.
happen.
And I think like one of the things that we did was we really let go too. Because sometimes you think you got to be upfront and personal and oh, you can get through this and talking and be the one doing the work, but I feel like once we kind of like stepped back a little bit and really started trusting God and just like he gonna figure it out. He gonna work it out.
That's true.
It's gonna be okay
That's true.
because we were so stressed
I
and
know.
the impact on our relationship was crazy.
You know what? I know we out of time, but you're so right about that because maybe we're sitting there getting burnt out and defeated because we're fighting these battles that we can't win. They not our battles.
Mhm.
They're not
Mhm.
our battles to win. So if anything, maybe we're in the way for the person that can really win that battle. There's a different, because you're right. Nothing started happening at all. Like if we were basing it on what we did, we failed.
Oh yeah, we did
Because
everything.
nothing, we did everything and nothing changed. If anything, got worse. It
Exactly.
got worse. Everything we did was like, it felt worse. It got worse and it felt worse.
Mhm.
But we kind of stepped aside and was like, we can't do it.
Mhm.
But we can push you somewhere where somebody else could probably help, and we'll keep praying and we'll visit. And we started focusing back on our lives and taking care of what we could take care of.
Helping from a
And
distance.
now we're here pouring with y'all. And if you reached out or left a comment and was like, "Well, what exactly happened to change it?" I'll just say, "I don't know. I don't know." That's how you know it's a miracle because we don't know, man.
Well, I know there was one thing that
What's up?
started it all was when I went to visit her in the facility.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've been praying this whole time, but before I went upstairs that one day, I prayed in the lobby
Yeah.
before I went there. And then the next day, she had a good day. Like the first good day in like 2 years. And she started feeling better and she started singing like praises like she was remembering songs from church.
Mm-hmm.
So she was just, she had hope. Like all this stuff came over her. And then a couple days later, she was right back
Right.
to her sad and depressed self.
Yeah, but it was a little
But it was a little
something.
something. And I was like, hold on, God. She was like, oh, the doctors are saying it's this. And, I didn't have sleep. So I was, it was a chemical imbalance and stuff. And I'm like, hold on, God. If she can have one good day, she can have many more.
Yeah.
And then she went somewhere else to a different facility, but we just kept praying. They did a more intense treatment, and here we are. So, but
Well, I
that's the only. I mean, I
appreciate
don't
you.
know if it. That's the thing though. When you
We don't
pray,
know.
you really don't know.
That's the
But
faith.
yeah, that's the faith. But we gotta go.
And that's what happens, y'all, when you got to ride or die like Randy. You know what I'm saying? So you go through life. Sometimes you need that person to pick you up in the hard times. And Randy's been there for me, like I've told y'all 100 times. And we here for y'all. Make sure if you enjoyed this podcast, make sure you subscribe to the podcast, share the podcast. We're looking to grow this community. And you're like, community, what do we mean? A true community where people are here sharing about the good times and the bad times in life and how to navigate through it and helping each other out because you can do it on your own. And we're here to be transparent and share with you guys on the things that we know. And we also reach out on the things that we need help with. But we want to grow this community. So make sure you follow the Dax and Randy show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. You can find us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Just make sure you follow the podcast. You know what I mean? We appreciate y'all. It's the number one show for going through the ups and downs of life. Happy birthday, Randy.
Thank you.
Until next time, peace. Make sure you follow the Dax and Randy show on all platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, on YouTube. Let us know what you're going through. This is the number one show for going through the ups and downs of life. We want to hear from you, engage with you. Till next time, peace.